Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here with your November 2022 mid-month reading. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate with everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a big, huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, Aquarius, let's see what is happening, going on, coming in, what you need to know for the rest of the month of November. Let's see. I do hope that you guys are having a fabulous week. Getting closer to the holidays. Oh my. Oh my. All right, let's go ahead and see what comes. Oh, we got two out here. Oh, all right. Detachment is necessary for the change that you seek. So some of you have been very attached. This could be to people, to events, to situations, to money, to career, to your health, to whatever it may be. Labels are coming through here. The labels that we place upon each other and on ourselves. We can become very attached to those labels. Aquarius, if you don't know what I mean, a label of a illness, a label of husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, a label of, CEO or a certain stature as far as employment goes, a label, of, being low class or mid class, what have you. The labels that we place on ourselves and others can really keep us in certain places. If we are labeling others as better than us or us ourselves as less than, becoming attached to that idea, attached to that feeling, attached to that label of ourselves, and we continue to tell ourselves that that is who we are, or that is who other people are, that is how that's going to continue showing up. So it's time to detach from that. Notice the labels that you're putting on, notice the thoughts that you're having, the way that you're describing yourself, describing others, describing situations, describing events within your life. And maybe it's time to, not maybe, it's definitely, Spirit's putting through, definitely, Cat, it's definitely time to begin to change those, to begin to detach. Whatever this situation, whatever this person, whatever this event may be for you, Aquarius, check out the labels that you might be adding to it, either to the other people or to yourself with regards to this. Are you in this place, this state, this feeling of not being good enough? Are you in this place, this state, this feeling of somebody else being better? Are you in this place, this state, this feeling of, not being worthy, or that stuff like that doesn't happen for you, but it does happen for these people over here, right? It's time to detach from that, to pay attention to the labels that you're putting on yourself and others, and begin to write new labels, right? When we, some of us, not all, but some of us, kind of organize the pantry, let's say, and put labels on things like these are the noodles and these are the cereal and whatever type of cereal, that sort of thing. That's kind of the same idea. I am, not me specifically, but I am not worthy, or this couldn't happen for me, like disbelief, that sort of thing. That is labeling yourself as well here, Aquarius. And Spirit is indicating that it's time for that to stop. Detach, rewrite those labels, and you can do this. For some, it's easier. For others, if it's more ingrained, it can be a little bit more difficult. But when you notice yourself saying I'm heavy, or I'm average, or I'm not that good looking, or I'm, whatever it may be for you, Aquarius, begin to shift those. Take that label off that bottle in the pantry, or that Tupperware in the pantry, and rewrite that label, right? You can do this in visualization. You can do this through mirror work. If you're not sure what mirror work is, at some point I think I'm going to do a video on it on the second channel. When I get that going. We're still waiting to hit the 10,000 subscriber mark to start that second channel, although I may have a kind of sneak peek video coming up on this channel to kind of give you guys a idea of what the second channel is going to be about or what it's going to entail. But you can look on YouTube for mirror work videos and begin to pay attention to yourself, begin to pay attention to the labels that you're putting on yourself and others, because that is kind of, not kind of, again, Spirit is indicating definitely, cat, definitely, where we can build kind of beliefs around ourselves, where we can build beliefs around others by labeling. So detaching from that, because we put an emotional element onto it here, Aquarius, detaching from that and writing new labels, or seeing if the labels that we're using for ourselves and for others are still beneficial, are still supporting us and where we're wanting to go, the life we're wanting to live. Rewriting those labels through visualization, through mirror work, through journaling, through affirmations. There's so many ways that you can do this, Aquarius, will assist you in detaching, because you're not going to be having that same label attached, okay? You're not going to be having that same label attached. You get to detach from that, and that in turn, when you begin to start thinking differently, to start seeing yourself and others differently, then you begin to create a new belief, okay? Wow, that's, yeah. And then you also have mean person energy, envy, gossip, jealousy. So some of you may be dealing with some mean person energy here at the end of November, mid-November, and moving through the end of November. And what Spirit's putting through here is, don't take it personally, because it doesn't have anything to do with you, Aquarius. It has to do with that other person. So that's another thing. Taking things personally. Everybody's against me. Everybody doesn't like me. Everybody's always, gossiping about me. Everybody's always leaving me out. Those are all labels that you're putting on yourself as well, and that's what's showing up. So it doesn't have anything to do with you, this mean person energy, Aquarius. That has to do with that person. So don't take it personally, okay? Kind of rewrite that label there as well, that everybody includes you, everybody loves you, everybody supports you, everybody is there for you, that sort of thing. And remind yourself of that often. And anytime that you notice those kind of thought loops coming through, or those label patterns that you may have had, shift the label and shift the narrative, okay? That's really going to support you here mid-November and moving forward, Aquarius. And as you continue to do it, you begin to build a new habit. So in the beginning, it may feel a little bit difficult. Don't get me wrong. I totally get that. Done it many, many times. In the beginning, it may feel a little difficult. But as you practice it more, as with any habit, it becomes more natural. And it becomes to a point, or it comes to a point, where you don't really have to think about it anymore, because it just becomes your natural state of things, okay? Let's go ahead and see what else is wanting to come through. Remember to remember your strengths. Okay, so this one also came through with kind of the collective mid-November reading as well. So remember to remember your strengths. When we are placing labels, when we are attaching to things emotionally, intellectually, for status, however that may come through, that can actually be a weakness of sorts, Aquarius, because when we attach labels to ourselves, when we attach labels to other people, when we take things personally all of the time, then that can be a weakness. So Spirit is really indicating to move into your strengths. Again, if you haven't watched that, the kind of collective, or the stars, all star signs, all zodiac signs reading, I went live, I believe, yesterday on the channel. I'll link it at the end of this video, but this card was in that reading as well, so that might have more messages for you within that reading, Aquarius, so do be sure to check it out. But when we are attached to things, when we are placing labels on things, when we are taking everything personally, we are giving our power away. We are paying attention to things that are kind of sucking that power, that energy, that positive life force energy from us, and we're giving our power away. So Spirit is indicating that it's time to remember your strengths, not focus in on what could be considered weaknesses, okay? Now, weaknesses can be strengthened, but weaknesses in this way that Spirit is putting through here These aren't weaknesses that you want to pay attention to. You want to tune into your strengths. You want to pay attention to where you're placing those labels, what kind of thoughts, the dialogues, what you are, really kind of taking personally, and how that is hurting you. It's not strengthening you by doing that sort of stuff, Aquarius. And yes, we all do it. We all do it. So no shame in your game there. It's just time to become aware and not let it be weakening your energy, but remember your strengths. Tune into your strengths, Aquarius, because you have many strengths that were gifted to you and strengths that you are cultivating, nurturing during this time. And when we attach to things emotionally, intellectually, codependently, however that may be, or when we allow other people to kind of zap our power, when we take things personally, that actually weakens our energy. So remember to remember your strengths, Aquarius, and that is in all facets, okay? Now, let's see what else needs to come through for you. Did you see those cards jump, but they didn't come out? Jumping cards that didn't actually jump. Well, they did, but they didn't fly, I guess. Ooh, again. That was quite a few, though. All right, Spirit, what else does Aquarius need to know for this mid-November reading? For some reason, the word March keeps wanting to come through when I say mid-November. So there may be some big things happening for you in March 2023. Just, I'm not sure why that is coming through here, Aquarius, but March is wanting to jump out every time I say November. So there may be something pretty monumental happening for you in March, okay? And then it says your focus on creative solutions is bringing relief and rewards. Okay, so this is going right back to those labels, right back to that attachment and detaching. These two cards right here, Aquarius, these two are confirming. So your focus on creative solutions is bringing relief and rewards. And what did we speak about with the labels? Rewriting those labels, right? The pantry kind of metaphor, where we label things in the pantry, and then we can also in our lives label ourselves and others. It is time for you to get creative. For some of you, that's going to be visualization. For some of you, that's going to be journaling. For some of you, that's going to be meditating. For some of you, that's going to be affirmations. For some of you, it could be something completely different. But get very creative in the way that you are relabeling, right? Relabeling yourself, relabeling others. If you are looking at other people and, always have something to say, kind of you maybe as well, kind of imbuing or kind of embracing for some of you from time to time that mean person energy. Focus on how you can creatively shift that, right? Focus on how you can creatively shift that, because just as it's not fair for, you to take things personally, Aquarius, and for situations, for people, for things to suck out your energy, it's also not fair for you to do it to others, because when we have that mean person energy, we're sucking other people's energy away, and that we know it doesn't feel good. So it doesn't feel good for them as well. So focus on creative solutions, because is relief coming in here in this, the end, this last couple weeks of November, and there are rewards. You reap so many rewards, Aquarius, when you shift the narrative. When you shift the narrative, when you rewrite those labels, when you don't continue, for some of you, really putting yourself down, draining your own energy, or allowing others to take your power and drain your energy, but also when you're not doing it to others. So it is time to focus on creative solutions, because that relief, those rewards are here for you, Aquarius. There does need to be a shift. Okay, let's see what else. What else, Spirit, needs to come through for Aquarius for the rest of November? What else? What else, Spirit? Oh, there it is. Obstacles are finally being removed. This one is super similar to the other reading. So again, I'll link that at the end of the video. So make sure you click on it And look at that. But obstacles are finally being removed. Aquarius, this is a big message coming through for you here. The obstacles are being removed because you're showing up and doing the work, okay? That may not happen overnight. I mean, I don't know. I've been working this for 15 years, I believe, and there's still times where I take things personally. There's still times where I, you know, get attached, or where I label myself, label others, and I have to go back and really look at those situations, those times, and figure out what I was feeling or what was going on with me, right? Within that. So the obstacles are, they are going to be being removed. Finally, this is coming in, Aquarius, but your focus is what is bringing that relief, that is moving any roadblocks, right? And the rewards in. So this is a big message for you here, Aquarius. This is a big message, and it needed to come through. Let's get one more card here, Spirit, and see what else. But you have this obstacles finally being removed, Aquarius, focusing on your strengths, not taking things personally, detaching, relabeling, right? Because a lot of times when we take something away, we need to put something in its place, or we can fill a void. We can fill a little bit of an emptiness. So if you relabel, right, not just being like, oh, I'm not going to say anything about anybody, I'm not going to say anything about myself, that's really probably not probable. I mean, it probably is very unlikely. All right. So, you need to put something in its place. That's why we want to take the labels off the Tupperware in the pantry and relabel them. Of course, speaking about how you're labeling yourself and others, okay, or attaching. And then you also have, look at this, you have the tables are turning for the better. So Aquarius, the rest of November, right? Of course, you've got some work to do, and doing the work is a process. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion. You get through, there's some tears, right? Cutting that onion makes you cry. Sometimes there may be some tears, there may be some hard truths coming through, but as you continue to do the work, again, as we spoke about just a little bit earlier, it does get easier. You're reforming new habits, okay? And then the obstacles are finally being removed, and the tables are turning for the better, Aquarius. Once we begin to take our power back, hopefully those are coming in clear. I never can tell. Yeah. Once we begin to take our power back, we open up a whole new world to ourselves. We turn things around. We really, remove what feels like obstacles or blocks. I don't know that I personally believe in blocks, and that doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter what I do. It matters what you do, Aquarius. Obstacles are being removed, and you are receiving that relief and those rewards. Things are turning. The tables are turning for the better, Aquarius. And, it sometimes we got to peel or cut or dice or what have you back that onion to get to what's inside. All right. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.